welcome to another episode of the CDEF podcast. I'm EC.
And I am FD.
And we are back this week. We are starting our student podcast soon. Today we're going to go ahead and introduce our students to you guys. So starting off, we have Miss Shyla Campos.
Hi.
So Shyla, what made you want to take this class? When you found out this class was going to happen, like what drew you to this class?
I never knew we were gonna have this class until my friends told me about it. They said they were gonna do it, so I'll go do it. But it sounded really interesting because we never had anything like this. I liked it when I first heard about it.
And so now that you've been in this class for a little bit, what do you think about it?
It's really fun. We've learned a lot of things.
Awesome.
Do you think it'll be things that you'll use later on? Think you'll ever kind of use it?
If my career that I want to go through doesn't work out, it could be a DJ.
Hey, it can be something you can do on your free time. You can always do it on your free time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. And next we have Miss Aylin Pinela. She's joining us here today.
Hello.
So same thing as Shyla. What drew you to this class?
I don't like art or welding, and I found about this class during band. And I didn't think it was actually going to happen until I saw it on my paper while I was signing up for new classes. So yeah, I thought it was going to be cool.
And now that you're in this class, what do you think about it?
I think it's fun. I think I've learned a lot of new things that maybe, who knows, maybe I'll have an account on Spotify with 2 million followers.
Hey,
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of these people who go off and become rich and famous, they start off exactly
like
the
we
way
are.
that you are. And start off just regular everyday teenagers, and next thing you know, they're on the top charts. So
I need to figure out my music name though.
yeah, it'll come to you. It'll happen.
Little Aylin.
Little Aylin. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for introducing yourself. We're gonna go ahead and get our next two set up real quick. We have another 2 students here in this class. We have a total of 8 students in this class this semester. Woo. So that's nice. You know, when I put this class out at first, I didn't know how many people I was going to get to sign up. You know, I would have been happy with 4, and I got 8. So I got double what I hoped for. So that's awesome. So up next, we have Miss Oriana Garcia.
Hello.
So Oriana, what drew you to this class? What made you take this class?
Because my friends said they were going to do it. So I decided to do it also.
All right. Did you ever see yourself ever doing something like this? Music, podcast, anything like that?
No.
No. It's all brand new to you.
Yes.
Never crossed your mind. Hey, that's all right.
And now that you're in this class, what do you think about it? What have you learned?
We learned a lot. I do enjoy it. It's something different. We never had anything like this here.
Yeah, awesome. All right. And we also have Miss Emely Vaquera here today.
Bum, bum, bum.
She is one of our drum majors for the Bovina Mighty Mustang Marching Band, and she's also taken this class. So what do you think so far?
I think it's pretty fun. I think it can be funny at times because you just kind of put things together, and it's fun. It's new. It's something different.
Yeah. What drew you to this class?
Like Aylin said, I don't like woodshop, I was in woodshop, but they don't have it anymore. So like welding, art, I don't like that. So I was like, oh, okay, this class it sounds interesting. And then sometimes me and my friends, we like go and like, sometimes we're always recording things. So I was like, oh, maybe we can like learn some stuff from this class, you know?
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and so you think you're gonna team up with your classmates, the ones you talk to all the time, and make a podcast? Maybe, possibly.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. Alrighty. Awesome. Well, let's get our next 2 in real quick. All right, we have another 2 students here with us. We'll start with Mr. Angel Barrera.
Hello.
All right, Angel, what drew you to this class?
I really like music, and I heard we were gonna play and make music in this class, so yeah, just joined.
So I think you have a band outside of like school, yeah? You have a band with your friends?
Yes, sir.
So how's that going?
It's going pretty good. We had a lot of gigs in the last month.
That's
Pretty
awesome.
fun.
That's awesome.
Are there any things that you've learned from this class that can help you with your band?
Mainly the cables and the speakers. And
Awesome.
All of that. XLR cables, 1/4 inch, and all that.
Awesome, yeah. And as we're going on in this class, after we kind of do our little podcast, like section of our class, we will be moving on to live sound and like recording, multi-track recording. We're doing multi-track recording right now, so we'll go into those a little more in depth, and that should help you outside of school when you're doing all that stuff. Kind of, I know we watch some YouTube videos here and there and kind of figure stuff out on our own, but when you have something hands-on with someone helping you or classmates helping you, or even getting the explanation behind some of the things that you do without even knowing, makes you go, I'm doing all these things and I just didn't know what it was called. So I think it'll be good. Yeah, awesome.
Next student.
We have David Granados.
Hello.
So David, what made you take this class?
Yeah, like Angel said, I like music, and it's a very interesting class, and yeah, I decided to do it.
Now that you're in this class, what are some things you've learned throughout this class so far?
Yeah, like we learned like all different types of cables, how to make music, and yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Awesome.
What do you think's been the hardest part of this class? The most difficult thing that you've had to do so far?
Yeah, probably just making music, making it sound really good on beat and everything like that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's get our next two. And our last two students from our class are joining us here now. So first we have Mr. Darey Rueda.
Hello.
So Darey, what brought you to this class? What did you hear, or who told you, or how did you end up in this class? What made you choose it?
Because it's a new class. Like part of the thing I joined because it's a new thing that I didn't get to do. So I decided to join this class because it's new.
Yeah, it's just something new to try. So have you ever made your own music or experimented with it, or is it something you wanted to do, or is it something that you just started doing because of this class?
Well, never started it. I just started it because of this class, because it's music. You make your own music.
Awesome. And now that you're in this class, have you learned some stuff already? Have you learned some stuff that you can be useful for making music and stuff like that?
Yes. Learn to not rush things and make it good quality. Like, I made a mistake to rush things and it sounded terrible.
Yeah, that's all right. We need to take our time and really, really perfect what we're trying to do, and just take the time to do what you want, to do what you really want. Don't ever rush something, especially when it comes to being creative. You just want to take your time and make sure you get it how you want it. You don't want to put something out and then later on think, man, I should have done this or done that if I would have just taken the time to do it. So yeah, that's awesome. That's some good advice.
Really good. Really good.
Even when it sounds like something's dying. That's the music.
No, none of your projects sounded like they were just crashing and burning. You're fine. Awesome. And next we have Isaac. Yeah, Isaac Anthony. I don't know. He has so many names. I don't know which ones to say sometimes.
Hello.
So, what's your name?
My full name?
Yeah,
Isaac
sure.
Anthony. It's Isaac Anthony Zarate Ruiz.
Yeah, yes. See, I don't want to mess it up. That's why I was just like, Isaac Anthony.
Had to be sure.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, what made you choose this class?
Because I want to go into music for my lifetime career.
Awesome. What do you want to do with music?
Make it, produce it, write it.
Awesome. So good. This will be a really good class for you to get some experience, right off the bat.
So now there's so you're saying you want to produce music and stuff. We've actually done a couple things with making our own songs and stuff. So have you learned some stuff that you can use moving forward?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with the program we're using, I've learned how to tweak more stuff, just slight adjustments that'll help. I've learned stuff.
Awesome.
Awesome, yeah, and the program that we're using is called Soundtrap, and we've got the education license for it. And so, what this program does for students, it allows them to get hands-on experience with a DAW, a digital audio workstation, so they can mess with their sound, engineer their sound, and do all that. And it comes with the simplicity of having a more simple user interface. Compared to some of the things that professionals use, like Ableton and other things like this, where the controls aren't always user-friendly or self-explanatory. This kind of simplifies the layout and labels things in a little easier way so that students can get some experience there. So that way when they move over to these programs that the professionals are using out in the field, it's a lot easier to use them, and it kind of minimizes that learning curve. So awesome, guys. Thank you so much for introducing yourself, all 8 of you. And everybody, y'all can look forward to hearing their voices soon on their own podcast that we'll be bringing to you guys. It'll be posted on our Facebook, the Bovina High School Facebook, when those are created and ready to be posted. So be on the lookout for that.
They're going to be great.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. Up next, we're going to have one of our drum majors from the marching band join us, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about how the Green and Silver Classic went on Tuesday, October 1st. So we'll bring her out. All right, we have one of the drum majors for the Mighty Mustang marching band with us. How you doing today, Emily?
I'm good.
That's good. So, give us your thoughts. Well, how did Tuesday go? Beginning to end, just tell us. How was the day for you? What did it go like?
Well, started off at school. It was very cold that morning. Sprinklers were on. My shoes got wet.
Me and Mr. Carrillo made us rehearse before we went.
Yeah, he did, but
It was much needed.
yeah, we did need that actually. And then we just go, and the packing everything up was so chaotic. It was like,
I completely agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We have so many things to pack up now. We had to use, we went on the charter bus, so we had a lot of space under the bus. That up with instruments and percussion stuff, and even our shoes from our uniforms. And then on the trailer, we put the rest of our stuff that we've got. We've got a synthesizer on a cart. We've got a subwoofer and a full range speaker on a cart. We've got the marimba. We've got the drum major podium. We've got all kinds of things that we travel with. Oh, and our props, our backdrops that we have to fit on this trailer.
And our uniform bags.
And all our uniforms.
Our racks.
So it's a lot of things we have to move. So yeah, I agree. That was chaotic, but we got it all on there, and we kind of almost got it on there.
No, we didn't get it all on there. We forgot the coolers.
And I had to drive back and grab the coolers, and we had a very, very interesting experience on the way back to Portales.
Yeah, even putting the coolers on the van, I hit my head on one of the latches for the door.
I feel like that always happens. I hit my head on the bus door when I was putting percussion stuff under the bus. Like, I was down there and I was pushing something back, and when I went, somebody called my name, and when I went to go out, like, I hit my head on the thing and that hurt. But,
Squirrel.
yeah, literally.
I could feel the blood going to where I hit my head.
Yeah.
Where I hit my head, I feel like.
And you get the bump on your head. And
yeah,
then
it was getting hot. It was
and then
already
it gets hot, and then you can feel your pulse in it. Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, it was already forming when I.
So we're on the van. We're on our way there.
Yeah, and I thought we had an aux, but I guess not. So.
Yeah,
I
Mr. Dominguez.
I just had to improvise. I had to sing for everybody.
Oh, so you're gonna sing us a song?
No.
Maybe next time.
No,
all right, you heard
kidding.
it here. Emily's gonna sing us a song this time.
I don't think Mr. Dominguez liked my singing, to be honest.
It was actually pretty good, so I think she does want to sing on the next podcast.
Stop lying.
All right, on our next podcast, we'll have Emily singing us a song.
No, we just started playing like music at the same time on 2 different phones. And then one of the coolers fell and all the water was spilling out. So that was pretty nice too.
It was a good time. It was a very interesting time, and we're on our way to Portales already. So it was very interesting.
Hey, it's a good thing it was just water, or else Richard probably would have yelled at us.
Yep.
Thankfully, I had to tell him to stop the van, because if not, it would have just kept spilling. So I decided to be nice that day and just tell him.
Okay, nice.
There you go. She was looking out for you so you didn't get yelled at. Awesome.
I was like, I guess I'll tell him.
So now we're at Eastern New Mexico University. We're getting ready to play. We're getting warmed up and everything. How did that go?
What's going through your head?
I just really needed to use the restroom, to be honest, when I got off. And then we walked into the restroom, and it did not smell good in there. It was really nasty. So got out of the restroom real quick, and then I realized I left my gloves in there, so I had to go back. And then so I'm getting dressed. Then that's when my reed broke on my saxophone, so that wasn't good either.
It's always the fun marching festivals when all this, it always happens. It always happens to at least one person.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah.
And then that's when I hear the other drum major, Oriana. She said that we had to conduct without our hats. So that's when I decided to just like put my hair up in my hat, but like without like a liga, which will come into play later on. But then I'm over here losing my phone constantly, and then we're finally down there. I had my phone with me, and I gave it to Dominguez, clearly on accident, because he just gave it away like it was nothing.
Yeah, I gave it to our assistant, someone that was there assisting us, one of our TAs that helped out.
Yeah, I didn't have my phone for a good minute.
That's all right. You didn't need it. You were marching anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
Well, conducting, I guess. Oh, and then marching, and then conducting again.
Yeah.
So how was the marching? What do you think?
How'd the performance go?
How do you feel about the performance?
To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention. I was just trying not to fall off, because the wind, like, it was picking up, and it was like I could feel it, like, I could feel myself losing balance. I thought I was actually gonna fall off. But
that's a good thing you didn't. One of our backdrops did right at the very end of the our backdrop. One of them fell over with the wind. So I'm glad you were able to keep your balance up there. And I totally understand that about being up on the podium and you're conducting and going through it, and you just kind of zone out sometimes, and you're going and you're kind of just like, I need to not fall off this podium, and I need to keep conducting in time, and you're just kind of zone out and get into it, and somebody asks you and you're like, I don't know what happened, because I was too busy focusing on what I needed to do.
Yep.
So yeah, that's valid. That's fair.
Yeah, everyone was asking me, how do you think we did? And I was like, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. But I had my hair down when I was up there, so I had to like quickly go to my spot during the second movement, and I just put my hat on like that with my hair down, and I feel like they kind of points off for that, low key. And
well, I'll be the first to say that I think we did really well. We did really well at the competition. We got some really good feedback that can be useful for our upcoming competitions that are in the near future. We got a lot of good feedback. We got a lot of compliments as well, that this was probably one of the best Bovina bands that they've heard in a while and stuff like that. So it was a really good experience for everyone, including us, both the directors and the students. Throughout the whole thing, the students were able to watch different bands perform, and they were able to see how different bands work together and how things run in their bands, and they got to see some very phenomenal bands, and they realized that if you just put in that work, you can do great things. And we've tried to instill that into our students' heads. And so yeah, I think it was a really, really good experience for all of us all together, and we got some really good feedback that can help us grow.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, it's good for our students to get out there and experience these kinds of things. So I hope that all our students enjoyed it and it kind of give us that push we need to get ready for our upcoming festival and our UIL contest. So, well, thank you, Emily, for sharing your thoughts. We appreciate it. And anything you want to say to anybody they need to go watch us in Lubbock on when? The 12th?
Yeah,
the
y'all
12th.
need to go watch us on the 12th. We're going to be amazing, and I'm not going to fall off.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
That was Emely Vaquera, one of the drum majors for the Mighty Mustang Marching Band. And as we were talking about, we will have our next contest this Saturday, October the 12th. We will be performing at 9:15 a.m. That'll be at Lowry Field in Lubbock, Texas.
Go support.
Yeah,
It's going to be a really good performance, I think. I think we're going to make some progress from that green and silver classic, especially since we showed the kids the film. We showed them how we looked and things that we need to work on. And then especially seeing the performances from past years and seeing the growth that we made, I think that's really going to push them to want to be better.
Yeah, I think so too. And it was really good for them to see those other bands and see that kids just like them are doing what they want to do and that it is achievable. And so I think that was some good motivation for them. And these kids have been working, so hopefully this Saturday will go well and we'll put on a good performance. And we have our practice run this Friday in Farwell
Against our rivals.
At the football game, so that'll be good. I think the kids are looking forward to that game. And then contest will have to be here bright and early on Saturday morning to load the bus and get to Lubbock. And like I said, our performance will be at 9:15. So if any of you want to head out there and support us, please come out. It's always nice to have some people from Bovina out there supporting us and cheering the band on. And so it's nice. Come on out.
And the kids afterwards have something to look forward to. We're getting some Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, we'll get some food and then come home, and we should be home pretty early on in the day, and the kids have the rest of their Saturday. We have the rest of our Saturday.
No kidding.
So it'll be good. It'll be a good weekend. It'll be busy, but hopefully we'll come back with some more good feedback that'll get us ready for next week as we go into our UIL marching contest. That's the one that counts the most.
It's for all the marbles.
Yeah, so I think the kids are excited. It'll be good.
I agree. I think it's going to be a very good learning experience for all of us.
Yeah, but other than that, I think that about wraps it up for this week. I do want to say that we were planning on publishing our podcast on Sundays. We are going to change that to Tuesdays instead. That'll give us a little more time to do some interviews and stuff, especially, after stuff happens over the weekend. We can get some people in here on Monday and get some stuff recorded then. And we'll have it all for you guys on Tuesday. So from this point forward, look out for the podcast on Tuesdays. Our students are working still in their groups. They're trying to figure out what exactly they want to do in their podcast. And so those should be coming out here probably next week is when we should see some of our student podcasts start going out. So be on the lookout for those.
Should be great. I think you covered everything. I think it's going to be a long, busy weekend and all that, but I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a good weekend.
I agree. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And if you got to the end, subscribe, hit like, comment, ask us questions. It'd be great. Oh, actually, somebody did ask a question on that last episode. Somebody asked me what my funniest moment was. Because I think last episode we talked about what Mr. Dominguez's funniest or favorite moment was. And my favorite or funniest moment, I think, so far has been probably last week. I think it was last week, maybe the week before. Our superintendent came into the band hall in the morning.
I knew it.
And he asked if any of the students would compete for a chance at $20. to see who could have the best impression of Mr. Carrillo. And let me tell you, those impressions were hilarious. They were spot on. They made fun of me in all kinds of way, and it was hilarious. It was great. I had a good old time. The first thing Mr. Menchaca said was, now, Mr. Carrillo cannot get you in trouble for any of this. And I said, what are you going to do? Because I got scared. But no, it was fun. It was hilarious. Giovanni ended up winning that, and that was hilarious. But everybody else who did the impressions, it was great.
You can tell the kids really pay attention to everything you do.
You know, for me thinking that they don't pay attention, they really do. They really honestly do. So that makes me feel a little better. They are paying attention, maybe not always to exactly what I'm saying, but they do listen and they do pay attention. And I don't know, that made me feel good that those students know my little habits and the way I run rehearsals, and they were able to emulate that. So I think I'm doing something right.
I agree.
So, but alrighty, well, I think now that wraps it up, and we hope to have you guys listen to us next week when we come around to our next podcast. We'll kind of recap what happened at the Westerner Marching Festival, and hopefully have someone here to talk about the football game that's going to happen this Friday.
Yep. Please like and subscribe.